Good morning, everyone. So, my topic is facial nerve topical diagnosis of lesion at various level. Next, the facial nerve is a seventh cranial nerve and carries the fibers that control the facial movement and expression. The nerve also carries that there are involved in taste to the anterior two-thirds of the tongue and producing tears. The cell that transmit the information within the facial nerve originate in the base of the brain or the brain stem in the region called pons. The nerve must be therefore travel through the base of the skull in order to reach the face. Along this routine, the facial nerve travels in the close proximity to the eighth cranial nerve, the vestibular nerve, which is responsible for the hearing and balance. The facial nerve exists at the base of the skull at the stylomastoid foramen, which is an opening in the bone located near the base of the ear. Next. The facial nerve is a seventh cranial nerve. It contains the motor, sensory, and parasympathetic nerve fibers, which provide the innervation to the many areas of the head and neck region. The facial nerve is composed of three nuclei: the main motor nuclei, the parasympathetic nuclei, the sensory nucleus. Automatically, the course of the facial nerve can be divided into two parts: intracranial and extracranial. The course of a nerve through cranial cavity and the cranium itself is called intracranial. The course of a nerve outside the cranium through the face and neck is called extracranial. Next. Within the parotid gland, the facial nerve terminates by bifurcating into five motor branches. These innervate the muscles of the facial muscles expressions. The first is temporal, in, innervates the frontalis orbicularis oc- oc- oculi and the congruator of superficial. Second is zygomatic, innervate the orbicularis oculi. Third is buccal inner buccal that innervates the orbicularis oris, buccinator, and zygomatics. The fourth is marginal mandibular that innervates the depressor labia inferior, depresses the anguli orisis and mentalis. And fifth is cervical, that is innervate the plasma. Next. Facial nerve blood supply. The facial nerve get its blood supply from the anterior inferior cerebellar artery at the cerebellopontine angle. Second is labyrinthine artery, that is a branch of a anterior inferior cerebellar artery within the internal acoustic meatus. Third is the superficial parietal artery, that is a branch of a middle meningeal artery. Fourth is the stylomastoid artery, the branch of a posterior auricular artery, mastoid segment. And fifth is a posterior auricular artery supplies the facial nerve at and distal of a stylomastoid foramen. Next. Clinical significance. The damage to the facial nerve can have various etiology including iatrogenic trauma, stroke, idiopathic Bell's palsy, and the neoplasia or the granulomatous meninges. It is very important not only to recognize the cause of a paralysis but also the site at which the lesion has occurred. Next. Supranuclear lesion. This occurs as a result of a damage in UMN of the facial nerve. The most common of this condition is laminar stroke in the posterior limb of the internal capsule. However, the UMN lesion can be caused by the damage to any part of the corticocubular tract as it travels from the primary motor cortex in the paracentral gyrus of the frontal lobe. The UMN lesion results in the paralysis of a contralateral middle and lower part of the face with sparing of a muscle of a forehead and orbicularis oculi muscle. Next. Nuclear or infranuclear lesion. The nuclear or infranuclear lesion. The lesion is involved the facial motor nucleus or the infranuclear portion of the facial nerve, result in complete paralysis of all the facial muscle on the ipsilateral side. The precise autonomic location of the lesion can be evaluated by the characteristic of a dysfunction and involvement of associated structure. The pons lesion of the ventral pons, cerebropro- cerebroprotein angle, the facial canal between the internal acoustic meatus and the geniculate ganglion, facial and canal between the geniculate ganglion and nerve to the stapedius muscle after giving the branch of a chorda tympani. Next. Bell's palsy. Bell's palsy is known as idiopathic facial palsy. Is a form of a temporary facial paralysis or a weakness on one side of face on the one side of a face. It results from the dysfunction of a cranial nerve 7, which directly the muscles on the one side of the face, including those that control eye blinking and closing the facial expression such as smiling. The bellaplasis is the most common cause of the face paralysis, although its exact cause is unknown. Generally, the bellaplasis affect on the one side of a face. However, in less rare cases, it can affect both sides. The cause of a bellaplasis is unknown. The swelling, inflammation, and cranial nerve of seventh is seen individually in this. The symptom appears suddenly over 48 to 72 hours period and generally start to improve with or without treatment after a few weeks, with a recovery of some or all facial function within 6 months. Next. Thank you.